practice is in. How do you think it's going?
Great. Man, it's a lot of competitiveness out there, a lot of excitement. It's been really fun. Been really, really fun.
You talk a little bit about Coach Darling.
Uh, yeah. As of right now, that's my guy, man. You know, he still will be. Really, really good coach. Has taught me a lot in 3 practices. You know, he has a different approach than Coach V. He's obviously not from the same tree as him, so it's really good to hear from a different perspective. Really, really energetic. Really, really good coach. I like him a lot.
What's the difference?
differences there?
Between him and Coach V?
Yeah.
Just a younger guy. Like I said, they're not from the same, I guess, coaching tree. So they when you go for the scheme, they don't necessarily coach the same. So it's been very unique to just hear his take on a lot of things and how to attack certain things.
How does it compare to Coach Alley, just in terms
You know, relatively the same age, you know, just having a younger guy who you can, you know, kind of relate to in a way. Very energetic, like I said. Not that Coach V isn't, just different, you know. Not so much a lot of yelling, just loving and, you know, coaching. So, yeah.
How's your group doing? I mean, it's you've got Kendall Daniels in there, and so how's it going?
Man, you know, we got a lot of guys. Sammy, Kendall Daniels, Owen Heineke, James Nestor, Taylor Hine has really stepped up a lot. We're thin, but, man, those guys can compete and play with anybody.
Taylor playing inside too.
He's doing a little bit of everything. I really don't know, honestly. He's been working Cheetah a little bit, you know, just playing backer.
What's
What's enabled
6'6",
him?
right?
What's enabled him to make those strides?
You know, just being in the system, you know, for a guy like him, he came in at a tough time, you know, it was kind of year 2. And so me and Kip were still coming up and Jaron was still over there. So there was a lot. He didn't really know where he was going to fit in and he just kept, you know, staying with the program and he got better through it.
What's
Is
it
it
like
not
seeing-
having Jaron in that room anymore?
You said what?
Is it weird not having Jaron in there anymore?
No, because he's still a teammate. You know, me, him, and Kip all came in at the same time, so we still give each other crap. And, you know, it's not like he isn't on the team anymore. He's a competitive guy, so it's good to see him, you know, making strides over there and doing what he loves to do and playing ball.
It's weird not having Danny.
Yeah, you know, that's good for him. You know, he's a competitive dude. You know, I couldn't be more excited for Jaron. Anything he gets, he earns it. That's the best way I can put it to anybody who isn't in this building. He lives up here. Dude lives and dies for his program, so.
How much does his athleticism really make him a fit for that change?
Man, his athleticism can translate anywhere. You know, everybody's known that about Jaron since he hit campus. Like I said, really competitive dude. You know, I love Jaron forever. Very competitive. And, you know, he was an offensive guy coming out of high school. So, you know, I think that might feel a little bit more natural to him, but, you know, I don't really know.
Kobie, with Danny being gone and you kind of stepping into that Mike role, have you taken on more of a leadership, more vocal role?
I wouldn't necessarily say just because, you know, I've always considered myself to be a leader. You know, it would be really remiss of me to say that I just now all of a sudden are doing this or this is who I'm going to be all of a sudden because he's no longer here. You know, I've been Kobie since I got on campus, and I've always been a leadership guy.
How's your leadership style maybe different from how Danny maybe approached it?
Right. You know, I would say I'm a little bit more aggressive. Danny's kind of a playing guy. You know, but you got to love at the same time too. And so the past couple of years have kind of helped me doing that. But yeah.
Ever since his sophomore year, Danny's talked about he's you guys' dad. Those 3 young linebackers that came up behind him. You know, he's treating you guys like his, you know, he's your mentor.
Yeah, keeping us under his wing. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that he's gone,
Everybody.
is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
Having him?
It's not. You know, it's different, but it's not weird at all. You know, like I said, we all grew up in the system together. You know, we were all in the system the same amount of years, so technically we all grew up in it at the same amount of time. You know, and so we honestly have one more year under our belt than he does. But you know, it doesn't feel weird at all.
What
I
did you
would say.
think about his performance at the combine?
Really good. Really impressed. I wasn't shocked at all by his 40. A lot of people might have been, but I knew Danny could roll a little bit.
Can you talk about just the maturity level this defense had to have when you got the news of Coach Alley and how much of a leader you had to be when keeping this team together when he left?
You know, the goal doesn't change. You know, it sucks that he left, but I don't think anybody was drawn away from the defense because he left. You know, everybody knows the defense was Coach Venable's defense, you know, and it still will be. You know, if you want to win, why not play for the guy who's won the national championships coaching the defense? You know what I mean? So everybody was kind of devastated that he left, but nobody was like, we want to get away from here at all. So,
What's your goal for the spring personally? What do you hope to accomplish this spring?
man, I want to get better in every aspect. You know, I want to do whatever I can to get us to the national championship. You know, I want to win games. You know, I want when people come back into this place, they fear playing us. You know, and not it's just fun. You know, that's what my dream is for this defense and for this university.
You kind of touched on it, but Brent's background calling defenses. Were you guys surprised at all when he decided that he was going to be back calling the defense this year?
Why would you be? I wasn't surprised. You know, why would you be? You know, why not do something that you're good at? It's like what you do for your job. You know, why would you not do it? You know what I mean? So
It's debatable if we're good.
sure, sure.
What's it been like seeing Kendall kind of get situated in that linebacker room with you guys after playing against you guys a couple years ago?
Sure. Yeah, that guy's a freak. It's weird. I mean, he's huge. He can move. He can do everything. Really, really talented guy. I'm excited to see him play.
This would be one of the better defensive lines that you guys have had.
Yeah.
They look different.
Yeah, they move different. Yeah, they don't just look different. They move different.
It's a good core of guys that are
It
coming
is.
back, but then there's some new guys
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Who are some of the new guys that have impressed you?
Marvin Jones, dude's a dude. Him and our Mason lined up across from each other. And PJ's grown up too. So
Sure.
I'm excited to see all of those
Is
guys.
it kind of exciting when you see a guy like PJ? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously he looks great, but this is a spring. Have you kind of installed in with him that it's time to go?
Yeah, you can do this. Like,
Yeah.
you can take it over if you want to. This can literally be your room if you want it to be, you know. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Kind of feel that excitement across the way about all the changes on offense too.
Oh, yeah. John Mateer's a dude. Giovanni Gibson's a guy. You know, all those new guys that we brought in, we just bring people here to sit. That's what Coach V says all the time. And, you know, they did a really good job on that side of the ball. But I think Coach Arbuckle instills that in him. Like, you know, he's a West Texas guy, so I know he got a little fire in him. And, you know, you can see that they feed off of that. So it's good to see that over there, too.